Hey everyone, what is going on? So we're doing more Kingdom Cup battles, what else is new, right? Beginning with Altaria this time, he does begin with Lucario, so we do get him in that matchup, pretty good matchup for us. He switches into Flygon. Now Flygon can get those Dragon Claws up really fast, which is one reason why I do like Dragon Claw on Flygon. But Altaria generally does beat Flygon because of that Dragon Breath. It could just go to town on it. And I do decide to go ahead and block that because I thought I would be able to just about knock him out before he got out another Dragon Claw, but unfortunately not the case. But that's okay. He switches into his own Altaria, which is going to knock me out, but I'll bring in Bastiodon, and Bastiodon is just going to be able to destroy Altaria. He's going to switch to Lucario. I'm going to pull the switch immediately into my own Flygon, be able to counter him quite nicely. I mean, that Power Punch still does good damage. Shadow Ball will definitely do good damage. But Flygon, of course, has the Earthquake, but of course we're not able to activate Earthquake. Anyway, we have this Flamethrower going. ASAP, that's going to knock out Lucario, and he's going to bring in his last Pokemon, which is an Altaria. And I knew at this point we were going to be able to claim the game because Altaria, unless if I'm literally very low on HP, really can't do much to Bastiodon. You guys have seen it. But yeah, we do go ahead, activate this Stone Edge. Didn't need it, but that's okay. We go ahead and activate it, and we do go ahead and knock out that Altaria. So yeah, really good game. Thanks for the game. We're going to go ahead and jump into yet another game again, and we're going to begin with Flygon this time. He begins with his Altaria, so he does have a pretty good matchup against me. I'm going to stay in because I knew I'd be able to get off that Dragon Claw. So even though I feel like Altaria is good against Flygon, Flygon can still get off those Altarias, basically two, before Altaria can get off a Sky Attack even, right? So really good, really good. We almost knocked it out, but he does go ahead, activate that Sky Attack, and does knock us out. But that's okay because we bring in Bastiodon, and we're going to be able to eat these hits, and we're going to be able to wipe out that Altaria just fine. And I'm getting ready to switch. I do switch. Unfortunately, it's Flygon. I was kind of expecting Lucario, so I guess you shouldn't always assume. But that's okay because I'd still rather have Lucario against Flygon than Bastiodon anyway. So he's going to go ahead, pull the switch into Alolan Ninetales. I'm okay with that switch. I mean, we have Power Punch, which is going to boost our attack, doing a good amount of damage to it. His charge moves, because Lucario is squishy, is going to do a lot to Lucario, but we're not going to let it happen. We're going to shield, and now he has Flygon. I got to be a little bit careful because we do have Bastiodon in the back, but that's okay. At this point, I felt pretty confident in my position, and we do go ahead and knock out that Flygon just fine. I think he glitched a little bit at the end. I tried to stop my attack just so it could unglitch or whatnot, but I don't know what happened. But either way, we were in a pretty good position. We won that game. Unfortunately, bad lead for us. I'm going to pull the switch immediately, get out of there into my Flygon. I'm going to take this Power Punch because I knew he didn't have enough energy to have Shadow Ball going, and unfortunately, that actually did a lot to us anyway, so he just goes ahead and knocks us out. See, the bad leads are going to really get you. They really are. But he does go ahead, and we go ahead actually and knock him out. And now he's going to bring in his Alolan Ninetales. And we're going to do Power Punch, going to boost the attack, doing a good amount of damage to him. I'm going to go ahead and block this because I thought that I'd be able to get off another Power Punch, and I was correct. So we're going to go ahead and use that Power Punch. He is going to block it, but that's okay. We do take a shield of his, and we actually knock him out before he knocks us out. So we get another Power Punch off against that Flygon, which is going to cost him his last shield. So I'm okay with that. Bringing in my last Pokemon, which is unfortunately Bastiodon. So yeah, I knew he had Earthquake, so I knew that was going to be it. So really good game, really good game. Bastiodon is amazing, but there are counters to it like Flygon and Lucario. So, but yeah, I really did enjoy that one. But this time we're beginning with Altaria, and he does begin with his Lucario. And yeah, so he's going to go ahead and switch into his own Altaria, but that's okay for us. We're going to go ahead, activate that Dragon Pulse. He was probably expecting a Sky Attack, but not going to happen. It's going to be Dragon Pulse. And we're going to go ahead and block that. And now he is going to switch into... What's he going to switch into? Let's see what he switches into. It's taking a little bit of time to decide. Not a big deal. Flygon. That's okay for us. I was thinking about this. I decided to block it just so we could get off a Sky Attack. And I knew this would be able to knock him out or cost him a shield. So we do take a shield, which is good for us. And he is going to go ahead and activate that Dragon Claw, which actually doesn't knock us out, so we do quite a bit more damage to him. That's okay for us. That's actually really good for us, I guess. Bring in Lucario. We can wipe him out immediately. This time he's going to bring in Lucario. and he gets off his power-up punch, which is going to knock us out. So little scary position, I guess, but we actually do have the Flygon in the back. If it was Bash Shield down, we probably would have lost, or maybe not because he's super low. I don't know, but he knocks us out. But we're actually able to just about win. So it was a very close game, But we do sneak in that win, picking up more Stardust. That's always nice, right? We need the Stardust. But yeah, really good game. But this time I begin with my Flygon. He begins with Lucario. So again, pretty good matchup for us. Although Lucario is still doing okay against Flygon as well. He's going to go ahead and activate that Power Punch, doing a lot of damage to us. I decide to go for the Dragon Claw to bluff the Earthquake, and it works. So Dragon Claw still actually would have done a decent amount of damage, I think. But anyway, we bring in Charizard, and he's going to go ahead and use Power Punch. I thought it would be Power Punch, so I'm glad I didn't use a shield. We're knocking out that Lucario, and he's going to go ahead and bring in his next Pokemon, which happens to be, let's see what it's going to be. It's going to be an Alolan Ninetales, so that's good for us. So something in the back, in my mind, I was saying must be really weak to fire, but I wasn't too sure at this point. But we're going to go ahead and take this move, and that's going to knock out Charizard. Now we have a Lucario, so looking to be pretty good. He actually gets off his move, but I do have 2 shields, so I'm going to use one. And we're going to get off this power-up punch, which is going to knock out his Alolan Ninetales, and now he brings out his final Pokemon, which is going to be Flygon. That's actually not weak to Charizard, but I guess it's not strong against Charizard either. But yeah, we blocked that, and I just wanted to slow this down right here, because look at this. We get off this Shadow Ball, right? He has no shields left. You can notice that he has no shields left. We get off the Shadow Ball, and sorry it lags a little bit, but this actually doesn't knock him out. He doesn't take any damage from it. So it must have been a glitch, guys. We would have won had this knocked it out. We only got the 2 rings, but we still would have knocked it out had this hit. Now, it lagged a little bit, but for some reason, he didn't take any damage, and the match just continued, and he ended up winning the match, even though the Shadow Ball would have knocked him out. Now, because it's a practice game, it's not a big deal, right? But in the tournament, let me ask you a question. Do you think it would have been appropriate to either restart the match, or do you think I should have gotten the match, because that would have knocked him out, right? That would have definitely knocked out Flygon, but it didn't knock him out for some reason. I don't know why it didn't knock him out. He had no shields left. You guys see it. You could rewind and look that he had no shields left. He even acknowledged that. Again, not that it's a big deal because it's a practice match, but I'm just saying, for tournament's sake, what do you guys think? What do you think should happen? Do you think I should get the win, or do you think we should restart if it was a tournament? Because I always film my matches, as you guys know, so we would have won had that not had some sort of glitch. So I kind of feel like I should have gotten the win. Now, we could call it whatever we want in practice matches. It doesn't matter. It's not a big deal. But I'm just talking about tournament matches, right? So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. And let me know if that has never happened to you. It has personally never happened to me before. But anyway, we're moving on to yet another match. I have my Altaria out right now. He has his Lucario. I'm going to go ahead and use Sky Attack right now. And of course he's going to block that because that would have knocked out Lucario, because Lucario is a frail Pokemon. Going to go ahead, block this one, and didn't want to take any chances, didn't want to risk that it was a Shadow Ball, and I knocked him out before he could get another move up, and we have a Sky Attack ready to go. Getting off that Dragon Pulse, hopefully, thinking he would think that it was Sky Attack, but no, he doesn't. He doesn't take any chances. He does go ahead and block it. We do have Bash Shield on, and of course Bash Shield on is going to be able to beat this Altaria just fine. It doesn't matter what it has. I mean, I know all of his charge moves, and I know that none of it can touch my Pokemon. So we do get off this Flamethrower. He actually had Thunderbolt, so that would have been neutral. So that would have done a good amount of damage, or a decent amount of damage to Bash Shield on. But we still would have won. I'm pretty confident we still would have won. So anyway, yeah, we do go ahead and use this Stone Edge just to finish up that Altaria and take that game. So another really nice game, And we're doing one more, I believe. We have one more match. And so we're going to go ahead and jump into it any second now, right now. And this time we're beginning with Altaria, and he's beginning with Lucario. And again, another fantastic matchup for me, another fantastic lead. So leads are very important. You guys know that. It doesn't guarantee the win, but it is very important. I should have actually switched without using that Sky Attack. I just clicked on Sky Attack immediately without even registering what came in, but that's okay. But now we do switch into Bastiodon, and Bastiodon can just go to town on this Alolan Ninetales. We do have that Flamethrower for Lucario, assuming it comes in next. That was my thought process. I knew he would block, but at least we would take a shield. So we do go ahead and use that Flamethrower right now, and of course he has to block that. He's going to go ahead and use Power Punch. I decided not to block just because he would have knocked us out anyway before we got off a charge move. So there's really no reason not to block, right? But thinking about it for a little bit, I decided to bring in Lucario. He's doing quite a bit more damage to me because he does have a power punch boost, but that's okay. We knock him out, and he brings in his final Pokemon, which is Altaria. We do get the power punch off. I was hoping to burn a shield as it happened, so now he's down shield. And just go for another power punch because we can't reach the Shadow Ball. So he knocks out Lucario, and now I just bring it in my own Altaria and block that move. And now basically whoever gets to the Sky Attack first, but we had a little bit more energy, we do reach it first, and we're going to be able to take that game. And that's going to be it for this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Thank you so much for watching my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, click on one of the links to check out another one of my videos that you'll probably enjoy.